Welcome everyone to my channel, that is Fast and Easy Maths, which is dedicated to give you tips and tricks related to mathematics. So students, in this video of crash course for integration chapter for class 12, we are going to do U into V rule. Okay, so please pay attention to this rule, and trust me, there's always a lot of expectation that sums will be asked from this particular section in your board papers as well. Okay, so without fail you should have a clear understanding of this rule. The reason for why they are asking a lot of questions based on this rule is because this is one question where your differentiation also takes up a lot of, or rather your understanding of differentiation is also tested. Okay, so now U into V rule, U into V dx can be written as U integration of V dx minus integration of V dx into differentiation of U dx, the whole integrated with respect to x. So this dx is with respect to this particular integral. Okay, now why is this rule so important is because it is very important to understand or select your U on the basis of Liate rule. Okay, so we write Liate. Okay, and students, obviously after explaining all of this, I'm going to solve a very tricky question which is quite expected in your board. So do stay tuned to the end of the video, and do not forget to give me a like for this particular video, because that really gives me a lot of encouragement in doing these videos for all of you. Okay, so now here, what will L stand for? L stands for logarithmic functions, I stands for inverse, A stands for algebra, T stands for trigonometry, and E stands for exponents. Now please understand, if you have a question which is like 2 into let's say 2 into sine x, or no, let's say if you have a question which is just integration of log x, okay, just integration of log x, please understand we cannot have an answer for integration of log x here, because we do not know the formula for integration of log x. We know the differentiation formula, but for log x we do not know. So here we will directly assume log x the whole multiplied by 1 dx. So now here 1 is taken as algebraic function, and log x is obviously the logarithmic function, so this will become your U and this will become your V. Okay, now why is it like that? Because if you look your entire formula, nowhere you are integrating U. Everywhere, wherever your U is used, either it is directly getting multiplied or it is getting differentiated. Okay, so this is the reason when you have a question where they are expecting you to do integration of log x, do not panic, just multiply it with 1 and start using the product rule. Now coming to the question, which is quite tricky, let's try to understand what is integration of log x the whole divided by x dx. Okay, so here first, because we have something which is so complicated, let's start with substitution. Let log x is equals to t, therefore 1 upon x dx is equals to dt on differentiation. So my entire question changes to log x, which is t. 1 upon x dx became dt. Now, like I explained over here, this is what we're going to do. So we'll write your entire question now changes to log t the whole multiplied by 1 dt. Okay, so here we'll say this is my U and this is my V. Okay, so you're applying your formula. So U, that means log t integration of 1 dt minus integration of integration of 1 dt into differentiation of log t with respect to dt, which is for this integral. Okay, so final answer is t into log of t, because integration of 1 with respect to dt will get you just t, minus integral of t into 1 upon t dt. Correct? So that is nothing but t log of t minus integral of 1 dt. So that can be written as t multiplied by log of t minus t plus c. But since we all know that we do not leave our final answer in the form of t, so my final answer will be written as log x the whole multiplied by log of log x minus log x plus c. Right, so the answer looks so complicated, the sum was looking so complicated, but just with the help of substitution and with the help of this particular formula you could get to the answer so quickly. So students, I want to actually add one more thing. In the properties video I have skipped one property, which was nothing but e raised to x, integration of e raised to x, f of x plus f dash of x dx. If that is your question, then your final answer will be e raised to x f of x plus c. Okay, so a lot of students have this thing that if it's okay if you don't understand differentiation, you can do integration. That is absolutely not possible. You have to know this differentiation, only then you will be able to do integration. Okay, I hope you all understood that all these properties also require you to understand differentiation at the very basic level. Okay, so now let's look at one more sum for this particular property, so that you know what kind of when you will use this property whenever you are facing other different kind of questions. Okay, so let's say that if you had e raised to x the whole multiplied by 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square, and this whole thing was supposed to be integrated with respect to x. Now let's say that if 1 upon x is your f of x, differentiation of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square, so it is very direct. All you just have to do is final answer should be e raised to x into 1 upon x plus c. So you understood how easy this entire thing became. Okay, and why did I write this property over here is because this is very simple. Okay, even if I had not mentioned, still you would have done it, but this property is important when it comes to objective. Something like this can come as a part of your objective for your boards. Okay, so students, that's it for now. I will see you in the next video. Bye.